AP,
Oh,
you play in the. I mean, you've had an outstanding career, college and pros. Like, have you ever thought about this game and the butterfly effect it had on your career, or is this game just you erased it from your memory? Is it just an erase game?
no, it's definitely not a race. It's one I think about it often, and I talk about it often too. It was just it was a competitive game, and just back and forth and up and down, and just you know um, everything that has come from the game, as well, kind of keeps it alive. It was just that type of magical game and how it played out, in their favor. But yeah, I talk about it often. My boy Marcus Walker, actually, he coaches at Louisiana Tech now. He was just down here doing some recruiting, and I was talking to him about coming on, with you guys, and talking about the game and whatnot. So he was like, "Yeah, man, I was just talking to some of my players, about the game and some of the lessons and stuff that was learned throughout that game." So um, it's a part of my history, man. So I can't forget about it. I would like to, but it was such a magical game, and the David and Goliath theme they had, to this game, and just based on my mentality and how I think, um, it was meant to happen, man. And, that game was meant to happen. A lot of guys just continue to fight and not giving up and having faith, because I'm big on that myself. So to be a part of that game, even though I was on the losing end, it was still a blessing.
Jared, I got to ask you,
Awesome.
you get back to Boise. What's the party like? Are people going nuts? Any memories of just
Mayhem, man.
craziness?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we had like a day or two later, we had, like the rally and the parade, and ended up on the footsteps of the Capitol building. And man, I mean, it's humbling to be a part of college football history, and to come on shows like y'all's and to continue to talk about it and to be across the field from uh, sure ballot, first ballot a Hall of Famer, um, and to have those memories are just quintessential in my life and where I am today, and being able to share those same stories with my kids and with the kids that I work with. But man, it was the single biggest event that Boise, Idaho has ever had. And Boise, Idaho has been the hottest real estate market for like the past 5 years. It's one of the fastest growing cities. It's like, and if you look at
Is that Boise
2005,
bias? I've never heard that.
Well, death tax. There's a big death tax in
Is that
Idaho that people are going there for. Potatoes and college football. That's what Boise does. My bad for cutting you off.
if you look at '05 to like now, y'all, like there was like less than 10% out of state tuition in 2005. Now it's like 60%. You look at the growth pattern from like, right before that game to now, if you put a pin on one thing that's happened in Boise, Idaho's history, that was it. And it's, people argue that the Hail Mary and the band on the field, those games were better. And I'm sure AP would be like, yeah, those games were better. But for Boise, Idaho, that was, the biggest college football game ever.
You guys want to ask a question to each other? Anything you want to know about one?
No, man. I mean, he's just a Houston native. I'm a transplant, but I've been here since '07. I know we run around some of the same circles, but just a ton of respect for you, AP. Followed your career closely, and just a stud, man. And it would be cool to cross paths again and catch up.
Yeah, yeah, we'll do that, man. I'll make sure before we get off, I get your contact,
Cool.
and we link up. I'm on that side kind of often. My mom lives out there.
She's out here in spring.
Well, a little more towards Conroe.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm out that way. So we'll make that happen. We'll make that happen. But yeah, a lot of respect for you too, man. Like I said, leading up into that game, man, I watched, and I was telling guys, hey, this quarterback is nice. They got some good players. You need to make sure y'all be on your stuff. So I had a lot of respect for you.
Appreciate that.